we'll add region. Okay. And location. I think location is already there. We won't be able to add on a region also. Is there O? Yeah. Department is there. Yeah. Department is there. Inactive cost center. Job title, contact number. MMM. Employee type is not there. Yeah, the employee type is not there. We'll talk about that. Okay, so any other location type? Has any other suggestion? Nickname okay, but simply we'll add nickname as well, no issue. So there is a requirement to add nickname from client side. So how we can add these things, let's talk about that. We have to follow 3 steps. We will do it first, and after that I'll mention so. Whenever there is a requirement to create any extended attribute, you have to choose the particular file which object you are going to create extended attribute. If it is related to identity, then you have to open this file. If it is related to application, then you have to open this one. If it is related to roles, then bundle. If it is related to entitlement, then this one. If it is related to server, that attribute, then you have to make changes in this particular file. So let's talk about identity extended attribute. I'm going to add one more attribute, so I'm going to open McPlus. So these are the descriptions here. It's been clearly mentioned, so by default you can map 10 extended attributes, but this may be raised to maximum of 20. Okay. So if you are going to use more than 20 extended attribute in that scenario, you have to use this extended property accessor. It's an important one. That's the reason I'm saying, if you forgot to add this extended property accessor, then you won't be able to access a point. You can restart the services, but you won't be able to access. So this is the important one. In my system, I have more than 20 extended attributes, so that is the reason usually I'll add this one. So this access equal extended property accessor. I have to add, or else I won't be able to access. That it's a point. That's one important point. And when it comes to properties all extended, I mean all extended attribute, you are going to call them as string. The data type will be string. Okay, it's not going to be integer, Boolean, or any other data type. Always it will be string. If you want to mention something, it will be string attribute only the type. So, apart from that, the virtual character number of you can mention. Yeah, this is the important one you should know. So if you are going to use more than 20 extended attribute, then you have to add this line. Okay, so let's talk about how we can create. So before that, I'll explain what is this property name and all okay. So here you can check the property name. Here you are going to mention that attribute name, the attribute name as you said, nickname you are going to update here. Okay, the type, as I said, always it's going to be string. You are not supposed to use any other data type. Okay, this is what here clearly mentioned. Okay, all extended properties must be a type of string. If you want, you can try with some other data type and let me know what happened. Okay, so the length, the character of the virtual, so you can mention 450. As of now, it's a default one. If you want, you can reduce, increase over piece enough to handle. Okay, in my system, I have more than 20 extended attributes created has been used, so that is the reason I am going to add this line. Access equals SailPoint, not persistent. Extended property access is okay. One more thing, what is index? So I'm going to create this attribute. I'm going to store some value in this attribute. I want to use this attribute very often, so it should be searchable fast. Okay, so in that scenario, I'm going to create index as well. So index is nothing, so it will help the attributes to searchable fast. Let me open and I'll show you. So let me open the workbench. Okay. So whenever you are going to open any database, any table, there will be columns and index. So let me open a speedy_identity because we are going to alter that particular table. So here you will be having columns and indexes. So here we are going to make some changes. Okay. So let me add that prop. Add extended attribute here. So on the same copy paste I'm going to do. I'll make some changes. So instead of contact number, I'll be adding the next under that you would name saying employee type. Usually I'll prefer to be in lowercase. All the value has to be in lowercase. The display name has to be in the uppercase. I don't know, this become my habit since beginning. Usually I'll keep them in lowercase. I should be string, always length 450 character access. I have to add because I have been using more than 20 extended attribute index. I need to use this attribute as such a book fast. I'm going to search in advanced analytics and any other places. That is the reason I'm going to add index. So I'm going to copy. This is senior. So if you want to use if you want to separate in two words, then you can use the underscore or it's leave it as it is. But one thing, when it comes to index, it should be in the lower case. It should not be in proper case, perhaps a guess. It should be in lowercase always. Okay, so let me say over, add one more attribute. Employee type. Now I'm going to add nickname. Okay, so as I said, index should always in lowercase. Okay, so for this attribute, I'll leave as it is nickname. So let's save this file. So this is the first step. You have added extended attributes. That attribute custom attribute you have added in the Hibernate file has been fine. The second step